Oh my gosh, seeing the marks on the finder. It's crazy to think that right now there's giants that are swimming underneath this boat. Huge fish. Monsters down there.
Giant.
My name is Cyril Chauquet, and I spend my life chasing monster fish.
Look at the fangs on this fish.
And this time, I'm searching for an ultra-powerful predator.
All we could hear was a scream. Get the knife! Get the knife! Cut the line!
That can reach colossal proportions. A fish that drives fishermen crazy.
When you get the tuna sickness, there's no recovery.
And frustrates those who go up against it.
I can't believe it bent a hook. I've rarely seen a hook in this shape, let me tell you that.
But sadly, it's also one of the most overfished species on the planet. So to help scientists better understand and protect these fish, I'm gonna try to place a satellite tag on a giant tuna.
It's like hooking onto a truck.
But to do that, I have to catch one of these monster fish.
Bring it up! Give it up!
And with the biggest of these giants weighing over 1,400 pounds.
Big fish.
Huge fish.
And a top speed of over 40 miles per hour.
Oh, he's there, he's on the top.
This fight is far from over.
I can't anymore.
You can't be tired.
Look at the size of this giant. Unbelievable. It's a monster.
Watson's going on the boat.
To be honest, the fish I'm about to go after is certainly the most powerful, the biggest, and the most brutal bruiser I've ever chased.
The bluefin tuna is an extreme fighter, capable of long and intense battles, where victory is never assured. It's a living torpedo. It can accelerate to over 40 miles per hour and weigh over 1,400 pounds. But the tuna is facing an even bigger battle, overfishing. Every year, thousands of tons of bluefin tuna are sold for its delicate meat. Because of this, their populations are threatened, and strict international fishing quotas have been put in place. And that's exactly why tomorrow, I'm fishing out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. I'm gonna try to tag a monster bluefin tuna, so I can help contribute to the study and conservation of the species. But before that, I make a quick stop in Rhode Island to visit a guy who's caught more than his fair share of tuna, and can tell me what it feels like to catch one of these massive fish.
Bill,
What's happening?
good to meet you.
Good to meet you too, finally, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I grew up here at Bristol, Rhode Island fishing. I got introduced to tuna fishing in Cape Cod Bay, and that was it. That's where it's at.
Really?
Yeah. You know, once you've done it, you'll know what I'm talking about. You get that feeling, your endorphins get going, and the tuna sickness, it's in you.
Listening to Bill, it seems that every fisherman that catches one of these giants becomes completely obsessed.
There's no recovery. On the right minute or the right day, if I get that tuna sickness, I'll just go. Next thing you know, you're 150 miles out in the middle of nowhere, waiting for a tuna to bite the hook.
Watch him. Heads up, heads up.
When you hear that drag screaming, you know? Nothing better. It's either the best day of your life or it's the worst day of your life. And there's no in between. it's the best or the worst. Either you're gonna get one or you're not. You know?
Hopefully, man, I do get one.
I'm curious about the tuna sickness he's telling me about, but I guess if I really want to catch it, I have to land a 1,000-pounder myself. To help me out, I'm meeting my old pal Dominic, who I went tuna fishing with a few years back.
All right, mission accomplished. Bluefin tuna.
We managed to tag one, but for a bluefin, he was pretty small. Today, Dominic is bringing along a scientist who studies the tuna population in order to understand and protect them.
Cyril, how you doing, buddy?
Good to see you, man.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Welcome,
It's
welcome.
Good to see you.
Welcome, welcome. Let me get your stuff there, buddy. It's good to see you.
here it is.
We got a friend today with us.
All right.
This is William Goldsmith. William Goldsmith.
William, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Willie's the man behind the science. He's gonna be tagging some bluefin tuna.
All right.
That's it. Hoping to put some satellite transmitters and some tuna today and learn a little bit more about them.
That would be cool, man. All right, let's do it.
Forward to it.
Let's catch some big fish.
Get it done.
All right.
I've been part of several tagging missions in the past in order to help researchers better understand fish populations and to learn how to better protect them. William uses cutting-edge technology, a data logging satellite tag, which gets attached to the tuna. But according to Dominic, the best spot for true giants is further north.
You gotta get yourself up to Canada, buddy. I got some buddies up there that'll blow your mind.
So Canada is the place to go, right?
For the monsters. That's where the monsters are at.
That's what I was thinking. They say a lot of monster tuna congregate to feed up the coast of eastern Canada. But for now, we'll try to tag a tuna here, in U.S. waters.
This type of fishing, it's more than fishing, it's a chase. You know, we're chasing whatever activity we can see on the surface. It could be birds, it could be the fish directly, the tuna feeding on the surface, or the bait fish, you know.
We're not just casting blindly.
We're looking for activity on the surface. We're looking for signs that tell us that the fish are there. And as soon as we see those signs, boom, that's when we cast.
We call these birds goonies. Most of the commercial fishermen refer to these shearwaters as goonies because of how crazy they get. Just like we do, you know? They get the tuna fever, we got that tuna fever. Both looking for the same thing and both showing the same levels of frustration. Looks like we got something going on here off the bow.
Yeah, the bow, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Good feed, good feed. Hang on, here we go, guys, here we go. Ah, there they are right there, guys. Looking real good. Got a lot of birds here worked up. We got minke whales in here with them. We got humpbacks.
Humpbacks, everybody's eating.
Everybody's eating. Let's hope the tuna are with them.
The birds and whales are attracted by the bait fish that the tuna on the hunt have chased to the surface.
Yeah, that's looking good right there, Cyril. Looking real good. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can get a bite. Got fish right on you. Coming out.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Cyril, get it, buddy, get it.
But the only thing I managed to reel in is my lure with a bit of seaweed.
No question on that one. Wow. Frustrating. They're right here. You can see them flashing. They're just not all the way up.
That's frustrating, man. They're not coming up to the surface, huh?
They're just not coming to the surface. They're right here.
I cast again, but the party's over. Everything's gone calm on the water. So while we wait for the next frenzy, we take in the view.
To me, when I come out here, you know, the sort of spirituality that exists here on the water. If there is such a thing as that higher power, anybody that comes out here on a regular basis and is able to see these things, you know, if you have the right mindset, how could it not be spiritual, really?
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a church. It's your church.
Absolutely.
So what do you like so much about catching a tuna?
Bluefin are the baddest fish that swim, as far as I'm concerned. When everything comes together, the fish are there, you lay that perfect cast. Oh, and then that anticipation starts to build, the adrenaline, you know, your own thoughts hammering in your head, your heartbeat pounding, and man, when he hits, boom, tight! Oh, it's just incredible.
Man, you're really passionate about this.
I am, Cyril. You know,
I thought it was sick in the head with fish, but
a little bit of that too, I think. A little bit of that too. Here we go, right here. Wow, it's like a birdnado over there. Powering down now, Cyril, powering down now. Nice cast.
The birds take off to follow the action, so we cast out just in front of them.
Oh! Oh! Tight! I'm tight!
All right, man.
Just hope a bird doesn't cut me off. We got a lot of birds flying here. Small fish. Oh!
Small fish, but it's giving you a good fight, though.
They always do. Coming down the line, William. You get the tag, buddy. Oh, geez. See that bird get in the line there? He's right here under the boat.
All right, good job, man.
Oh, it's a real little guy.
Yeah, but it's still, it's a tuna.
Okay. Well, Cyril, you want to hold the rod?
Yeah.
All right, just keep him controlled, just like he is. I'm going to ask you to bring him to me in a minute.
For a bluefin, it's a small one. I'm holding the rod so he can grab the fish. We're gonna have to tag this fish fast to keep it out of the water for as little time as possible.
I got a hold of him. I got to be careful I don't get his gills here. Okay, Willie, lifting him up. Get that tag in there, buddy. Right. Real nice and easy. Come on, get it in. Willie, get that tag in, buddy. Get the tag in. But he's real strong. I'm getting ready to let him go.
All right.
There he goes, all right. Nice job, guys. Nice job.
Good job.
Nice job.
Good job, man.
In about a month, that pop-up satellite tag is going to pop off the fish. We're going to see where it went,
Good stuff.
and we'll have some great information to help manage this resource here.
That's what it's all about right there.
Well, William, thank you very much for what you're doing for the tuna,
It's
man.
been a real pleasure.
Good stuff, guys.
Dom, that was awesome.
Awesome, good.
Thank you.
Willie, thank you, buddy.
Before I continue on my mission to catch a giant bluefin tuna, I'm heading to Gloucester, Massachusetts, to meet one of the world's leading scientists when it comes to bluefin tuna research, Dr. Molly Lutkovich.
Dr. Lutkovich.
Ah,
are you?
Cyril.
Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to see
In
you
person.
finally.
Dr. Letkovich has been studying tuna for over 24 years. So if anyone can give me a clear picture of the state of the bluefin tuna population, it's her.
So we're all concerned about the bluefin stocks on the planet, but what's the situation really?
Well, the Atlantic bluefin tuna actually has a success story right now. All signs are showing that rebuilding is occurring.
Using the latest technology, such as data log and pop-up satellite tags, Molly and her team are able to accurately track tuna migrations and behavior. Their research has given us many insights into the species, including confirmation that bluefins can cross to the other side of the Atlantic and back. But to broaden their research, they need more data.
Is there anything I can do to help the research?
Oh, absolutely. If you would be able to participate in tagging so you can find out what fish are doing, that would be fantastic.
And does size matter? Do you any size or?
Well, size always matters, but in the case of bluefin tuna, certainly the big fish do really interesting things.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you think I should go?
You go to Canada. Seems to be where the biggest, oldest fish are really aggregating.
Well, I hope I can catch a fish.
Well, good luck, Cyril. Hope you catch one.
Put a tag on it.
Absolutely.
Well, guess I'm going to Canada. But right now, I really want to pay my buddy Robert Taylor a visit. You know, he's a shore fisherman, and he was telling me that right now we have a shot at catching an albie, a false albacore. This fish, they're in the tuna family, so pound for pound, they fight really hard. Hey, Rob. How you doing, man?
Cyril, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
What are you doing in a wetsuit?
I was gonna ask you, what the hell are you wearing?
You told me you're fishing from the shore.
We are. All those rock points out there and all that white water, we're swimming after that.
Oh, man, that's pretty intense. The water's pretty cold now, isn't it?
It's a little bit, but that's what the wetsuit's for. Keeps the sharks away. You'll like that cold water.
Yeah, there's great whites out here, though.
They come by sometimes. A good thing we'll be dressed like seals, so we'll be just fine.
You're as crazy as before, man. You haven't changed.
All right, let's go get changed and do this. Put this on. I'm gonna give you a little privacy.
Water is freezing. It's barely 50 degrees. Even with a wetsuit, I can tell you, we can still feel its bite. Plus, there's a really strong current. What I really don't like is that the closer we get to the island, the more risky it gets. We could get slammed into the rocks by a big wave.
Swimming with a rod in your hand? Not easy.
Let me tell you, this is pretty extreme.
You know, it might seem crazy to swim to some rocks like we did, but the reason why we did that is because from the shore, you're limited. You know, if the fish are busting in the distance, you can't reach them. Whereas here, we were able to actually close the gap between the fish and us. And they're right here, they're busting right in front of us.
Here we go. I'm on. It's a striper.
Oh, I'm getting hit right now.
You hooked up?
First hit, and it's a double header. The fish are on the hunt here.
All right, Rob. You man, it's a workout fishing with you. Yeah, you gotta be a little bit crazy to do this.
Yeah, but it works. The fish are here.
That's it. Proof is in the pudding. Big fish on the rock.
We're looking for false albacore on the surface, but we can't see any. However, we're seeing a bunch of stripers, so right now we're fishing with big lures on top. We're having a lot of fun catching stripers.
Oh, crazy, man. He's got a tag, huh?
Didn't you just tag a tuna? I did, man. How ironic
With a
is that?
satellite tag, though.
Crazy, we just caught a tagged fish. That means that it's been tagged before, so what we're gonna do is take the tag, set it back, then we'll show where the fish has been, where it was tagged, actually.
38, 39 inches.
39.
Right there.
So that's about 20 pounds, right?
Yep.
He's good.
All right, let's go catch some more.
Yeah.
Although there are no false albacore here, the stripers are definitely on.
He's on it. He's on it. He's on it.
All right. Here we go. That's a better fish.
The action has been amazing, and it just got better. I've got a really nice striper. we might lose it. It's barely hooked. Rob sees that and jumps in right away to get the fish.
What's that, Rob?
He could get slammed against the rocks. But thankfully, there aren't any big waves rolling in right now.
Man, this guy's extreme.
And Rob has clearly done this before.
Good job, man.
Good job.
Nice fish.
That's a nice fish right there.
Yes.
Look at the size of this bass. Now you understand why we swim out to the rock? Beautiful animal.
Beautiful fish.
Thanks for grabbing that fish, man.
Oh, that thing was barely hooked. I thought it was a goner.
Oh, yeah?
I was going after that no matter what.
He's gone, man. Good job, bud.
That was insane fishing. And now, I'm even more motivated to catch one of the biggest fish on the planet. 1,000-pound bluefin tuna would sure be nice. I've just crossed over into Canada. My first stop is in Nova Scotia to meet the man who holds the world record for the biggest bluefin tuna ever caught on a rod and reel, Ken Fraser.
How many years ago did you catch that fish again?
That fish was caught 36 years ago.
That's a giant. That's a giant.
Yes.
Ken is really passionate about tuna fishing, but he never would have guessed that this day would change his life forever.
The water was alive with fish. There was fish everywhere. And we hooked up very early in the morning, and the fish was right at the boat and pulled the hook, and the fish swam away. So we put the baits out again right quick, and we hooked up again immediately. So I got in the chair, and 45 minutes later, we had a fish back to the boat.
Ken knew he had caught a gigantic fish, but it was only once they brought it back to the dock that he realized he had caught a true monster.
We put him on the scale, and we ran out of weights. They didn't have enough weights to weigh it. It was huge. It was just huge.
When they finally managed to get it weighed, Ken realized that he had just beaten the world record for bluefin tuna.
Once we got it weighed, it was 1,496 pounds.
1,496 pounds. I can't even believe it.
What is it like to fight a fish this size? It must be crazy, no? The fight must be incredible.
It's like hooking onto a truck. The rod is bent over, the reel is just screaming, so you just hold on, and the fittest will survive. It'll either be the fish or you.
That's simple, right?
Ken's record has gone unbeaten ever since. But even with a smaller fish, I think I'm in for quite a fight.
Hopefully you're up for it.
You think I can handle it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We'll find out.
Well, Ken.
Okay, Cyril.
It was an honor to meet you.
Wish you a lot of luck.
On my way to Prince Edward Island, I get a call from Scott Bruce, the tuna fisherman I'm gonna see. He tells me the weather's really bad over there, and the seas are too rough to go out. But I've got a plan B in another part of Nova Scotia, where the weather's still holding up.
I'm gonna go fishing with my buddy Art Gayton out of Dartmouth. He's a shark specialist, and he's been fishing for sharks his entire life. And he actually tags them for research purposes. And he was telling me that every now and then while he's fishing for sharks, he catches tuna by accident. And monster tuna, really big ones.
I haven't seen Art in years. It'll be really cool to go fishing with him again.
Hey, Art.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm pretty good, man.
How you been?
I'm pretty good. Good to see you.
Yes, likewise.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see.
You still look so good, man.
Yeah, well, you know, I age well.
Here we go. We're on the water with Art and his faithful first mate. He shows me a picture of a giant tuna recently caught by a commercial fisherman.
We catch those fish, those same size fish, when we're out still fishing for the sharks.
How big is that fish?
1,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, close to 1,000 pounds, right?
1,000 pounds, yeah.
That's a giant, man.
Yeah.
Imagine the fight that must be catching a fish this size. Man, putting a tag on a fish like that, that's exactly what I want to do.
There seems to be tuna around here, but today, we want to catch and tag a shark. So I quickly put a bait in the water, while Art prepares a nice little stew of fish parts and guts for the sharks.
I'm telling you, it smells like death in there. It's crazy, but those chunks, they're made to actually sink down to the bottom and get the shark's attention, because those fish, they could be deep down. And eventually they'll pick up the scent trail and they come up to the surface, hopefully, to the bait.
While waiting for a bite, Art explains that 100 million sharks are killed every year, and that declining populations could cause a dramatic chain reaction.
A lot of people, what they don't see is sharks are the top of the food chain in the ocean.
And if you remove the top of the food chain, the predators, eventually those smaller fish will eat all
It'll
the
go
plankton
all the way
away.
down, all the way down, all the way down till it gets to the animals that feed on the phytoplankton. Once all the phytoplankton's gone, no more oxygen. And that's what led me into the tagging, was the passion for looking after the animals that are out here.
Well, that is really cool what Art does. You know, he's not only passionate about fishing, he's passionate about the sharks, he's passionate about the species. Every single shark that he catches, he tags it so that we can have more information about sharks and better understand them. Sort of like what I'm trying to do with the tuna. You know, my contribution is that small, but you know, even if I put a couple of tags on a couple of fish, I'm helping the species. I'm helping understand more information about the species so we can better protect them in the future, hopefully.
All of a sudden, the fish detector goes off. There are predators around.
Shark! Shark!
Yep.
Good boy. Yep. Good set, good set.
Here we go.
That's a good boy. He's a good boy.
All right, hooked up already.
Yeah.
Pretty efficient, man. You know your spots.
We aim to please.
The shark is at the surface.
It's a little blue shark. There's several species of sharks here, but the blue is definitely one that we want to tag. I hope we're gonna be able to tag this fish.
That's it, sir. You're doing good, boy.
It may not be a giant, but this shark is pretty powerful. And now, we have to bring it on board to tag it.
Cyril, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, grab tail.
All right, we got him. Nice little blue shark. You know what's typical of pelagic sharks is the size of the pectoral fins, huge pectoral fins. Because these sharks, they're always traveling to find food or to find better water conditions. So those pectoral fins, they act as wings to provide lift. And without making too much effort, they stay suspended in the water column.
What do you got?
63.
I help Art with the tag.
So now it's in.
Yep. All right, are we ready?
And we quickly put it back in the water.
Well done.
All right.
Well done,
man.
All right.
We tagged the shark.
All right.
Mission accomplished.
There we go.
All right, a tag and a shark. I just hope it's gonna go as well with a tuna.
The storm has lifted, and the seas have calmed. Scott, the captain on Prince Edward Island, called me to say that he's waiting for me. Tomorrow, we're going out to sea. I've traveled over 750 miles along the American and Canadian Atlantic seaboard. And it's great to see how everyone is dedicated to the conservation of fish species along this coastline. I finally arrived in North Lake, one of the best spots in the world for giant bluefin tuna. Here, fishing is a way of life, and I think I've come to the right place.
There's a lot of tuna fishing history in this place.
And I hope that I'll soon have a fishing tale to tell myself. But before heading out on the water tomorrow, I'm meeting Jimmy, Captain Scott's first mate. He said there's something he wants to show me.
Jimmy.
Hey, sir.
How you doing, man?
Welcome to PEI.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, man.
Welcome to the tuna capital of the world, man.
That's what I want to hear.
Let's go to the shop. I'm gonna show you something.
What are you doing with a fighting chair in your garage, man?
Well, it's for testing the drag.
Oh, yeah, that's how you test the drags. Jimmy has a fighting chair in his garage, in his workshop, actually. That's wild, man.
In Florida, I used a truck to simulate the power of a Goliath grouper.
I think that'll be a pretty good test.
A fish that can weigh over 700 pounds, using only a rope and a big hook. And I can tell you one thing, he was really intense. But this time, Jimmy says he has a pretty original plan to simulate the power and speed of a giant tuna in battle.
These fish are unbelievable. They can run, they can fight like you've never seen them fight before.
The drag is set pretty tight.
Yeah, well, this is the way they fight. Hang on, and I'll show you.
You see this lever here? It's the drag system. As I push it up, I'm increasing the tension on the spool. I'm slowing down the fish in this case. It's Jimmy, but he's struggling right now. Big head shake.
I'm only 170 pounds. Just think if you had 1,000-pound bluefin tuna on.
You make a great tuna, man.
You make a great angler.
You're stuck in the rut tip.
Yeah, that's a tuna, see? These fish are unbelievable. It's out of this world. The fight, the fish, you will never, ever have anything in your lifetime like it. Fishing these giants.
So that's wild, man.
This morning, I'm meeting with Jimmy and Captain Scott. Scott's a highly respected tuna fisherman, and I've got a good feeling about these guys. Hopefully, we'll manage to catch and tag a giant bluefin tuna.
Hi, Scott.
How you doing, Cyril?
Pretty good. Good to meet you.
Oh.
How are you, man? All right, nice boat.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. All right, so how's the tuna?
Big.
Big.
800 to 1,000 pounds.
800 to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. That's exactly what I want, and it confirms what everyone's told me. This is the place to be.
You know what I got in there, guys?
I'm afraid to ask.
No, I got my tag. The satellite tag. Because fighting a fish is cool, but it's ultimately what I want to do is tag it.
No problem.
No problem. I like your positive attitude, man. Well, we got to bring it to the boat first, right?
That's right.
All right, let's go get the giant of the tuna family.
I really want to help scientists in their work to protect these giant predators by better understanding their migrations. If I can put a satellite tag on a fish capable of swimming from one continent to another, we'll have more information about the bluefin tuna to help establish international fishing quotas.
This is it. This is the satellite tag that I'll be placing on the tuna. This thing is the latest technology. After a few months on the tuna, this thing will detach itself. The satellite tag will detach itself. And this part here that you see floats. So it'll pop up to the surface and then start talking to the satellite, transmit information to the satellite. Then the scientists will be able to study this data and learn more information about the tuna. But first, you gotta catch a tuna.
And to catch a tuna, the first order of business is to catch some bait.
All right, fish on. That's teamwork right there. Catching bait in the back of the boat while the guys are working the rods. And I got a bunch of mackerel right now. All right, mackerel is the little cousin of the tuna. This guy, he's the smallest of the family. Those are too small. So he's gonna go back and he's actually gonna go tell his bigger cousin that I wanna catch him.
There's a lot of mackerel around here. That's a good sign. The predators shouldn't be too far behind. To attract the tuna, Jimmy also throws in some pieces of herring. Aside from being highly visible in the water, they also smell really strong.
What's your biggest fish that you've ever caught?
1,275 pounds.
1,275 pounds, man, that's pretty close to the world record.
Yeah, it was pretty close to the world record.
But what was the fight like?
It was awesome. We looked over the side of the boat, we started to see him, and he was 14 feet long anyways.
14 feet long?
Huge. Huge, this fish.
You think we stand a chance of catching a fish this size here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's giants down there.
Giants, like you see some of the marks on the sounder, they're big.
There's another one, talking about him, 60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah, coming up at 60 feet.
Nice.
We have a sounder on board to help detect what's going on underwater. And generally, a big red mark on the screen means a big fish.
Yeah, big fish, 40 feet. It's crazy to think that right now there's giants that are swimming underneath this boat. Huge fish in 40 or 50 feet of water. We're putting a kite out, and the idea of the kite is to be able to clip the line, the fishing line, onto the kite line, to be able to keep the bait just below the surface on top. And the predators, when they see the bait swimming on top like that from below, it really turns them on, and they come up to the surface and boom, nail the bait.
We put all the rods out, and we work the baits to make them look as tempting as possible.
Waiting for the smash. Just keep working the baits. All we can do is keep working them. You'll always get hooked up if you just keep working the baits, because that is fishing. That's what fishing's about. Wow, it's a big mark.
Oh, man. Monsters down there.
Giant.
Here we go. We're on. All right. We're hooked up, guys.
Yeah. The boat's really noisy, so we keep the clickers on so Scott can know what's going on at the back of the boat.
Bring on!
All of a sudden, another rod bends. We have a second hit.
Double strike! Double strike! They're double, boys!
Double. All right, 2 fish on.
Boys, you got a double here.
Scott contacts a nearby boat to get some help. He quickly brings in the kite, but we have a problem.
We're crossing lines.
The lines are crossed. We could lose both fish.
Under me. You're over.
Scott manages to untangle the lines. Now, we have to pass one of the rods to the other boat, but have to quickly untie it.
Yeah. All right.
Hurry up, boys!
We're gonna pass the rod to another boat. We can't fight both.
Good luck, lad!
Double strike. That hasn't happened to me for 10 years.
No? We got pretty lucky because there was another boat, so we could pass that rod to another boat to fight the fish because it was just too much to handle for us.
Way to go, little dog.
Don't be easy on Jimmy, give him hell!
Crank him! Crank him! Crank him! Get him, Pearl! Get him! Crank on it! Crank on it!
You're a good coach, man.
Oh, yeah. Give it no. Give him no slack. Take some. Take it.
Jimmy preps a satellite tag while I continue to fight this monster.
There's so much weight on the end of this line, you have no idea. It's like pulling on a truck.
The lines change color every 150 feet. This way, we can get an idea how far the tuna is. And I'm at the leader, so the fish is not far now.
You do a good job, I'll keep Jimmy up here. If you slacken off, I'm sending him back.
I'm almost at the end of the leader. Now, I'm really close to the tuna.
All right, guys, I think I'm getting close to the end of my mission here.
But I think I spoke too soon. The tuna takes off again at full speed.
Pissed off, isn't he?
He's at least 150 pounds. More like 800 to 1,000.
How that work?
That's the way it goes, man. That's the animal they are. He's a 1,000-pounder, man.
Do you think that's a monster?
Yeah, it's a monster. If you want to tag this fish, boys, you're going to have to crank on it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to keep this line tight. You're going to have to give this fish to the boat. We don't want to tag him, right? Crank on him! Give it to him!
I can't anymore.
You can't be tired. Crank on it! Don't give up! No giving up in this job. No giving up.
There's so much pressure on that line. I can't crank on the reel. I have to bring the line in with my hand.
The guys want me to get in a fighting chair. With the size of this fish, being in a chair will help me fight it.
You guys want to attach me to the boat just in case? The reel's protected. The reel's tied on. As long as you don't let go of the reel, we'll get you back too.
There he is up there jumping around. He just came to the surface.
Yeah. That was him there.
He is really pissed off. Crank!
Pull the hook. He pulled the hook.
You lost him. Holy frig. Pull the hook.
Oh, he bent the hook.
He bent the hook.
He bent the hook.
Bent the hook and pulled it right out of his face.
I can't believe it. He bent the hook. He even bent the tip of the hook. Unbelievable.
Scott calls the other boat to find out what's happening with the fish that's on the other line.
Okay, I'll tell the boys. Thanks.
What happened to them?
They had a little bad luck, too. They busted it off, too, right by the hook.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a giant?
He figured about 600 pounds. So we gave away the right pull.
You think that was a bigger one? You think we had a bigger fish?
Oh, yeah. 800 to 1,000.
Oh, my gosh. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that, man. You're a good coach, man. You're a really good coach.
Thanks, man.
I gotta say it, you know.
Yeah, crank on the fish! Keep cranking! Keep cranking! Keep cranking!
What you gotta do, man? Gotta keep that line tight always.
I love it, man. That's what you gotta do. Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Always.
I hope you're gonna get to do that again.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
We
All
will
right.
today.
I like your positive attitude.
We will have a tuna beside this boat today. We will.
All right.
I appreciate Jimmy's attitude, but it's getting late and we have to stop. So we head back to the docks. Up until the 1960s, bluefin tuna was rarely fished because its meat had almost no commercial value. But today, fishermen can earn tens of thousands of dollars for a single tuna weighing a few hundred pounds. The international demand for the meat of this fish has led to severe overfishing worldwide. Although strict quotas for bluefin tuna are in place, their populations are still extremely fragile. This morning, I'm more determined than ever to catch a giant bluefin to help protect this amazing predator.
Hooked up here. Hooked up. Woo-hoo! Man, that's gotta be a big fish.
The early bird gets the worm, man.
Exactly. It's the way it is. 7 in the morning, we're hooked up. We gotta put a tag on this fish.
Keep on cranking on that. It's up to you to get him to the boat to put the tag in him.
Yeah, no.
The fish heads straight towards us, so Scott gives us some gas to keep the line as tight as possible so the fish won't get off the hook or go under the boat and break off.
Swimming towards the boat.
Go, Scott! Trying to get under the boat.
Yeah.
He's trying to get under the boat,
He's trying to get under this boat, man.
He wants to get off.
I think we got a very smart fish here. Made an attempt to go underneath the boat here numerous times.
Watch out! Watch out!
He's doing it again.
See what he done to us there?
Yeah.
He's trying to get off, see?
Good job, Cap. Good steering there.
Tight line, boys, tight.
Want me to take him?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Now keep fresh, boys, won't they? Keep fresh on this fish.
Come on, Jimmy. Get some, get some, get some.
Great. Thanks, man.
Welcome, man. Craig, get some. Craig, how does it feel now being yelled at?
Good. I love being yelled at. You ready?
Yeah.
Take him. There he is on top of the water, boys, out there right towards that boat. He looks like a nice fish. Come on, take it. He's ready for a giant bluefin tuna, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm ready to tag this fish. He's right on top there. He's right on top. Oh, yeah, big fish. Jimmy, can you get the tag ready, please?
Yeah.
After all this time and effort, I'll finally be able to put a tag on a huge bluefin tuna. The fight is almost over, but all of a sudden, the tuna gives a big head shake.
No!
Man.
We lost it. Pull the hook. No. What happened?
Straighten the hook.
Oh my gosh.
Straighten the hook.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a big fish to do something like that. Over $1,000 for sure, that fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Over 1,000 pounds?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been a hook. I've rarely seen a hook in this shape, let me tell you that. The only times I've seen that is on monster sharks. My gosh, that's a sign that must have been a really big fish, a monster.
The weather's starting to turn, and the wind is picking up. Not a good sign. We keep fishing, but the weather continues to get worse. So we head towards shore. Along the way, we still look for birds that follow schools of bait fish. It's often a sign that tuna are not far behind. Suddenly, we spot some seagulls on the surface. Something's going on here. So we quickly get some baits in the water to give it one more shot. While we wait for a bite, Scott tells me the story of a local fisherman whose hand got caught on the line while fishing for giant bluefin.
One thing is, he made the mistake of wrapping a line around his hand, and the fish started going underneath the boat. He started off up here, and at the end of it, he was down here, over the side of the boat, trying to lock himself in so he wouldn't get over, and all we could hear was the scream, and get the knife, cut the line, cut it! And they got the knife, and they cut the line.
This guy was lucky somebody got to the knife quick enough, but otherwise, you're going overboard.
This is exactly what happened to me in Mexico while headlanding a sailfish that took off on a fast run. It can be really dangerous.
Oh, here we go. We're on.
Jimmy, grab that other line there, quick.
All right, here we go.
Hey, don't lose this fish. Keep that thing tight.
He's going forward. He's coming right towards the boat.
Go ahead, Scott, go ahead.
If it gets under the boat, the line could snap on the hull or on the propeller.
Keep a drag on him. Keep the power tool, man. Drag on it.
What do you think I'm doing here? Keep giving him, man.
The fish is at the surface. I'm at the leader. It's not far now.
We want to bring this fish in as fast as possible to not overtire the fish.
Hey, Tom.
So that he's in good condition to be released.
45 feet to the fish, boys.
45 feet to the fish.
Right out there. From
Yeah,
out
the
there.
rubber band is right there.
Rubber band.
Oh, he's there. He's on the top.
Getting so close right now. The fish is right there. We can see it on the surface.
There he is.
Wow, my gosh. Oh, he's right there. Oh, man. The big fish.
Big fish.
Huge fish, man.
Pushing 900.
900 pounds?
I think he's pushing 900 pounds.
No, it's not that big.
Man! Oh, holy smokes. The pilot whale hit the line, man.
While coming up to the surface, some pilot whales hit the line. And if they damaged it, he could snap at any moment.
I don't like those head cheeks, man.
You don't like that. He doesn't like that.
The fish heads towards us at full speed. I gotta keep the line tight. If not, he could get off.
Reverse!
It's right there. The fish is right there, man. This is a workout, I'm telling you.
Feel great, Tom. There he is.
Guys, I think we're about to grab that leader. He may not be 900 pounds, but it's a big fish.
Here, Scott.
My gosh. Look at the size of this fish. It's a big fish.
Finally, I managed to bring in the last of my line. And Scott grabs the leader.
Now that's the really tricky part.
There's so much pressure on the leader, he could snap, or we could pull the hook.
All right.
Jimmy tries to stabilize it. But this fish has a lot of fight in him. But finally, Jimmy and Scott managed to stop it.
All right. You got it. You got it.
Okay, let's go.
Good job, guys. All right, let's get the tag. Where's the tag?
To bring the fish up so I can tag it, Scott uses a special pole that he slips around its tail.
Get it a little higher, a little higher.
There's Cyril.
All right, got it.
Oh, he's off the hook, he's off the hook.
Get the hook, get the hook, get the
He's
hook.
swimming, it's fine.
He's good. He's totally good. He got up the hook right here. And we got the tag. Good job.
I'm really happy I finally tagged the tuna with a pop-up satellite tag. A couple of months from now, that tag will rise to the surface and start transmitting data. I just hope that the data will help to protect these majestic animals in the future.
We'll have some great information to help manage this resource here.
And like everyone who gets exposed to tuna fishing,
If I get that tuna sickness, I'll just go.
I think I've caught that tuna sickness myself.
And I'll show you.
Here. Put this on.
Suits me and everything.
You look just like a seal.
Perfect shark bait, right?
First thing you want to do is pee in that when you get out there. You'll be nice and warm.
It's crazy.